Hey yo, what is up FPG fam? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Aether Gazer video. I know it's been a couple of days since I made any content. I've been trying to grind this account out and get acclimated back into Aether Gazer, and I've been having a really good time. I've really discovered why I fell in love with this game in the first place, and there's a lot of things that I wanted to go ahead and talk about in today's video. So I do hope you enjoy. If you do, drop a like, sub if you're new, hit the hype button, all that good stuff, as we're really diving back deep into this game, because once again I've really fallen back in love with this game and the changes that they made. There's a lot of really good things that are going on with Aether Gazer at the moment that has me super excited. So we're going to talk about all of that as we also do some pulls. As you see, I got Heimdall. I pulled the trigger. I decided to go ahead for her just because I really do want to make that DPS Gung Chen team. It's something that I want to do, but I also wanted Heimdall because I think she's a really cool character. But I also wanted a pretty decent water team because I don't have one currently, and I believe she's a necessary part to that. So that's why we went ahead and pulled for her and got her. But I really want to get her Functor because I think it's pretty necessary in order for her to perform the way that she wants to perform. The other Functors, just they're not really that great for her. So we're going to be pulling for some Functor here. Hopefully we get it early while I yap about everything that we're going to talk about. And you probably see in the title and the thumbnail. So Aether Gazer, is it worth hopping into currently right now in global for 2025 as the recording of this video? And I think it's a resounding yes. We're going to get into the reasons why, but before we do, I did want to mention that on the CN side, everything that's happening over there, I think they might be version 4.3. Let me go and do multi version 4.3 and the 3.5 anniversary. What I saw over there looks absolutely incredible. The new Osiris, if you're new to the channel and you may not know this, Osiris was the character that got me into the game initially in the first place. So to have a new Osiris, she looks incredible. I love the design. I love the gameplay. There's a lot going on the CN side that has me excited for the future of the game. And I'm super excited about that. That's unfortunate. So I did want to mention, I've seen the CN side. I've seen everything that's going on over there. Incredible, right? But on the global side, is it worth hopping into currently right now? And like I mentioned, it's a resounding yes. There has been so many quality of life features that they've made to this game that makes it such a worthwhile, investment to this game if you decide to go ahead and play. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Aether Gazer is one of the best games currently in the genre of gacha in the market. It's just unfortunate that it's like really flown under the radar, but there is so many good things that this game does right that so many other games do not do, and I'm gonna go ahead and speak about those. So we're doing gacha right now. We could talk about the gacha. Very similar, and this is something that they implemented a little while back, but they have, the 90 pity where you're guaranteed the character at 90 pity. There's no 50-50 here, or if you want to test your luck, you can do the 50-50 with the 70 pity. Like, there's not too many games that actually do this, which is fantastic. Of course, it carries over. They also have the different banners that are going on currently. But one of the greatest things that they have, and I haven't seen any other gacha game do this currently, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but their quote-unquote weapon banner, which is the Functor banner, is one where once it's introduced, it's always there for you to go ahead and select, to go ahead and pick, to try and pull for. So that's something that's incredible, right? And that's just within the gacha. I'm going to go and do another 10 pull. But a lot of the other quality of life features, like for example, and I'll go ahead and show those examples. Son of a gun. I'll go ahead and show those examples right now. When it comes to, doing your dailies, it's easy, it's quick. But when it comes to getting your supplies to level up your characters in this game, if we go over here, all of these materials here are used to level up your character in some form or fashion. You can actually, there's the quick sweep. You can actually raid this and just get it, right? There's so many other games that just do not have a raid feature. This quality of life feature is so fantastic that they implemented in this game, because these are just resources that you need for every character, and you don't want to go into every individual battle each and every time. It's so mundane, it's so monotonous, it's so unnecessary, and it takes so long. So to have a sweep raid feature for this, phenomenal. I don't know why more games do not do this, and that's one of the things that kind of led me away from Zenless Zone Zero. Is like, you're trying to level up these characters and you have to continuously go into these resource places that it takes. It's so easy to do, but it takes so much time. It's especially when you have to run it like 100 times. It's like, let me just sweep the whole thing, right? So they implemented that within the resource feature, and I'm sure in other places I just haven't, you know, seen yet, but that was such a big thing for me. The other thing that I did want to go ahead and mention as well, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't recall this. And this is for players that play the game, the Reconstructor being in the weekly mission, I don't recall that being there. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong. That is huge because I've been asking for Reconstructors to be in different areas outside of Hazard Zone cleaning. So to have it within your weeklies, once again, I don't recall it being there, is phenomenal. That's such a great implementation to be able to get other resources, right, is within the weeklies that you can get here. I think that is just absolutely phenomenal. So that's another feature that's really good, and once again, that's more catered towards people that play the game, that understand the pain when it comes to Reconstructors. Having more places to obtain it is absolutely phenomenal. But there are other quality of life features as well that for some reason a lot of gacha games don't implement, but you know, there are a few that do. For example, if we were to level up like a Gungchen here, you can do level up all, or if you were to level up the sigils, you can do level up all, right? And it just levels the whole thing up automatically. You don't have to individually click it. Or the skills, just level up all skills, right? It's those little quality of life features that make this game so enjoyable to play, because it makes it a lot easier to do certain things, right? Whereas before we had to click it all individually and it took forever. Now these quality of life features make the game so much more enjoyable, at least for me, right? This may just be a me thing, but for me it makes it so much more enjoyable. So the quality of life has been incredible in terms of the update. And then something that I really enjoyed, that I didn't get to take part of when I left, that I think is absolutely fantastic, is this false deduction. This is a phenomenal feature. It reminds me of like Hollow Zero and Zenless Zone Zero. This little game mode, which I've only done a little bit of, but I really want to dive deep more into, has been fantastic. I absolutely love this type of game mode. So I think Aether Gazer is doing so many really good things that I'm so happy that they're doing. And once again, it made me fall in love with this game once again, and I'm super excited for the future and to continue playing this game. With that being said, I think I only have like one more temple. So if we don't get it here, I don't know, it is what it is. I'll probably get it in another video. And then I do want to do that team showcase with Gungchen and Heimdall and just see how they perform. So be on the lookout for that. That's unfortunate. This is rough, absolutely rough. I had to go to like full pity for Heimdall as well, so this has not been a good run in terms of pulls. We'll do some singles, see if we get lucky with the lucky single. No, it's probably not gonna happen. So Heimdall's been rough, right? But once again, the CN side looks fantastic. Those characters look fantastic. Super excited about that. I knew at one point that Global was like, I think, trying to catch up to CN. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. It doesn't seem to be. That's unfortunate. It is what it is. We'll get the functor just because I need it, and then we'll go ahead and do that showcase. But anyways, is Aether Gazer worth playing in 2025? 100%. 100%. I think it's worth a try. I think this game is amazing. It doesn't have to be your main game. It can definitely be a side game, one that you log into, do your dailies, build up your characters, and then, you know, log off if you want to. Or you can make it a main game, because they do have a lot of events and stories and stuff like that that you can take part of. But it's a fantastic game nonetheless, and I think you should definitely give it a try if it piques your interest, and it's only going to get better. But with that being said, let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name's Cody. Call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.